Hello and welcome to this video brought to you by Smart EduHub Mumbai. In today's video, I shall teach you how to use the completing the square method. Suppose you have a question like this given to you. For example, x squared plus 10x plus 8 equals 0. Now you are supposed to use the completing the square method. Now the steps are very easy. Just be careful, observe my video carefully and then try to do exactly what I told you. Whatever is the first term, here it is x squared. First of all, check whether this has a coefficient. No, there is no coefficient. Coefficient is actually 1 but not greater than 1, right? So you need not worry. Fine. So what you can do is copy this as it is but put it in a bracket. So what happens is this becomes my x square, right? Now I copied the plus sign as it is, no changes in it. Now this number I'm going to break it down, and that you have to observe carefully. So what I'm trying to do, first I'll tell you, I'm trying to make it into a complete square. That means I'm trying to make it into a form of an identity. In your earlier years you must have learned that a plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Now x square is like my a square. Okay, so what I've got over here, I've already got my a square, you may say. I still have to get my middle term and the last term. Now what I'm doing by manipulating 10x is getting my middle term. Okay, now for getting the middle term, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this identity here. Identity says a square plus 2 into the first term into the second term. So now I'm going to write this down as 2 into, what is my first term here? I got my first term as my x. So 2 into first term into second term. I don't know my second term. I'm still trying to find. But I can ask myself, 2 into x is 2x. 2x into what is 10x? 2x into 5 is 10x. That means I also got my second term, because over here if you see what is written over here, 2, excuse me, okay, it's written 2, so 2 into first term into second term. Okay, here a is my first term, I could have written a here, okay, and b is my second term, I could have written b here, and this is my first term a square. Now this what I am trying to do, this equation on the left hand side, x square plus 10x plus 8, I am trying to write it in the form which will eventually look like a square plus 2ab plus b square, right? So I already have got my a, which is my x. So I got my a, which is my x. I got my 2 into x into 5. So that means b is my 5, a is my x, and b square is exactly 5 square, right? So 2 into x is 2x, 2x into 5 is 10x, and last thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to write b square, because the formula needs a b square. Now what is my b in this case? My b in this case is 5. So I'm going to write here plus 5 square. So what have I done? I've completed my identity. I made this into a square plus 2ab plus b square. But this plus 5 square is additional that I've taken. So I'm simply going to minus this 5 square, because in maths you can't change the question, right? So therefore, and again what I'm going to do is, they have given me plus 8 which I have not written. So I'm going to write this plus 8. So now what happens is, this thing in the bracket, in the square bracket, reduces in the form of a plus b the whole square, where my a is what? A is x, and b is what? B is 5, right? So I get something like x plus 5 the whole square. So the entire blue bracket changes to x plus 5 the whole square. Now what am I going to do? I'm going to solve the things that are outside the bracket. 5 square is 25 plus 8, right? So what does that give me? Let me see. Okay. Now all of this is equal to 0, right? Okay. So that means x plus 5 the whole square is equal to, now minus 25 plus 8 is what? It's minus 17. It's minus 17. Okay, I'm writing it, showing you all the steps. Therefore, x plus 5 square is equal to 17. Now, if you want to get the value of x, what you're going to do? You're going to simply take the square root of both the sides. So I'm going to write all of them in the square root. So this becomes x plus 5 square equals to square root of 17. And going further, we get x plus 5 is equal to square root of 17, right? So that means plus or minus square root of 17. So what is my x? My x is equal to minus 5 plus or minus square root of 17. Okay, this was the first example, so it might have sounded a bit tricky for you. I'll do one more example with you, right? For example, if you have to complete the square which is of the form x square plus 12x plus 32. Now again you want to bring it in the form of an identity which will be a plus b the whole square, right? And that is equal to a square plus 2 into a into b plus b square, right? So your job is to identify your a and your b. Now the first thing I told you is write this in this form where the first term will be inside the bracket. So it is x square plus 2 into first term into second term. So 2 into x is 2x. 2x into what is 12x? 2x into 6 is 12x. So I got my a, which is my x. I got my b, which is my 6. So b square is what? 6 square, right? This completes my square. 6 square is additional. I cancel 6 square. Then again I write plus 32, which was originally given to me. So now this question becomes x plus 6 the whole square. Now minus 36 plus 32. So I get x plus 6 the whole square minus 4, right? So this is how I will solve my expression and bring it in the form of a complete square, right? So this is all in today's video on completing the square. If you like watching my channel, please do subscribe to it. Thank you.